if the fines are upheld, this will be the largest campaign-related civil penalty in state history by a landslide. Anyone can just stop right here, and we're ahead of vehicle traffic. There's no cars behind us right now. So they've been protesting for more than 2 hours, and as you can see, now they are rallying on the side of the courthouse. The legislative session ends the first week of June, so lawmakers have just a few weeks now before the deadline. I asked Rajiv if I could hit the court with him to see if I could handle his one-handed backhand.
Okay, starting to hit it now.
Former President Trump will have to receive 96% of the vote here to receive all of Nevada's 26 delegates. Just take a look at the last customer who was here at Station 1 paying $128. We're still waiting to see if Governor Lombardo will sign the Appropriations Act, which would fund the state government. If he doesn't do so within the next hour, that means we will go to a special session. Main fire is burning to the north of us across from Highway 88. All that snowfall accumulating on my hat here, this is just in the past few minutes.
Reno, we love Reno. And very special people.
Former President Trump in an 80-minute speech focusing on border security, foreign relations, crime, and attacking his Democratic rival, President Joe Biden.
We are then going to crush crooked Joe Biden. He is our crooked, horrible president.
Mr. Trump promising to reimpose his travel ban and complete the largest deportation operation in history, while also perpetuating the big lie.
The radical left Democrats rigged the presidential election of 2020. We're not going to allow them to rig the presidential election of 2020.
Former President Trump's visit comes just 11 days after 6 Republicans were indicted by the Nevada grand jury for a fake elector scheme, falsely declaring that former President Trump won Nevada's 6 electoral votes in 2020. Among the accused, Nevada GOP chairman Michael McDonald.
You don't need February 6th. That's for the Democrats. February 8th.
Trump's loyal supporters waiting in line for hours outside the Reno Sparks Convention Center, some even traveling from out of state. Do you believe Trump won the 2020 election?
I know he did.
Yes, ma'am, I do, with 100% accuracy. Yes, ma'am.
Do you believe Trump won the 2020 election? Yeah. In his remarks, Trump points out early polling data suggesting he is performing historically well for a Republican among Black and Hispanic voters, which could be the tipping point in this swing state, as Nevada is around 26% Hispanic or Latino and 3% Black. Democratic U.S. Congresswoman Dina Titus releasing a statement ahead of the event, saying in part, from pushing the big lie and promising to ban abortion nationwide to pledging to rip away health care and hand out tax breaks to corporations while leaving workers behind, Donald Trump is running on an extreme unpopular agenda that Nevadans have rejected again and again. Reporting in Reno, I'm Audrey.mayer. For its 8th year in a row, the Basque Fry at Corley Ranch drew about 2,500 people to Gardnerville.
Beautiful day. Just supporting the Republican Party and hope we win this year.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis headlining the event, introduced by his former roommate and former Nevada Attorney General Adam Laxalt.
I bring greetings from the free state of Florida.
In a 51-minute speech, DeSantis criticized COVID policies and critical race theory in classrooms, committed to shutting down the southern border, and promised an overhaul of the FBI if elected president.
And we can't let our country descend into some type of dumpster fire of woke ideology. And that's not going to happen on my watch.
DeSantis portraying the U.S. as a country in decline and Florida as a model for the nation's future.
We had a red wave in Florida. We showed what it means to win and win big. The first time in our state since the era of the Civil War, there's not one single Democrat elected to statewide office. That is called winning.
Nevada Democrats held a news conference Friday in anticipation of the Republican fundraiser, denouncing Governor DeSantis' policies on abortion, Social Security, and Medicare.
DeSantis' record has shown to be one of the most extreme conservative Republicans in the party.
If you look at what's happened with the Democratic Party, this is not the Democratic Party of like John F. Kennedy. You have woke ideology that's really taken over.
Governor DeSantis did not mention his political rival, former President Donald Trump, by name on stage during his speech.
I like what DeSantis is doing in Florida, but obviously I'm wearing the hat, so
It's Trump first.
I'm more likely to win the election against Joe Biden, which is very important. We just won Florida by 20 points, which no one thought was possible even a few years ago. I think I'm also more reliable on policy. When I say I'll do something, I will do it.
In Gardnerville, I'm Audrey.mayer reporting.
I haven't seen one like this in years.
Snowmageddon continues for South Lake Tahoe. After several winter storms, now they are preparing for an atmospheric river to hit the region.
The sandbags will actually block some of the water. It's not a guarantee. It's not a sure fix, but at least it's going to provide a decent amount of protection if water does breach or even come close to breaching their home.
Flooding is imminent as storm drains are blocked by snow, but that isn't the city's only concern. Heavy snow loads have caused several roofs to collapse in recent days, including this warehouse on Eloise Avenue. South Lake Tahoe Fire says it was almost like an explosion, the insulation from the roof scattering several feet beyond the collapse.
This year has been so extraordinary. We're asking people to clear the snow off their roofs. Anybody who's experiencing more than 3 feet on their roofs, it really should come off.
South Lake Tahoe Fire says thankfully no injuries have been reported, but more buildings could collapse when the next storm hits. If you cannot have your roof cleared in time, you are advised to seek alternate shelter. And in the meantime, residents have a warning for tourists.
You don't need to come to Tahoe this weekend. There's way too many things going on here and you're just going to be in the way, causing problems, and we'd love to see you later on, but stay away.
In South Lake Tahoe, Audrey.mayer, News 4 on your side.
Pretty clear message there.